Welcome back, gamers, to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we put out daily content on all things gaming, so if you're down with that, then hit that subscribe button for more. Plus, leave us a comment down below with what you love most about Minecraft. And while you ponder that, let's jump into today's list of the Top 10 Insane Minecraft Theories Part 2. At number 10, 8 Years of Steve. The majority of these theories come by way of the front page of the internet, the powerful Reddit fan theories page to be specific. This insane Minecraft fan theory is proposed by a user named Wolfruna. They believe that Steve is much more than a simple humanoid, not trying to say he's a god because, well, his name sounds like he works in accounting, but he's certainly unique compared to his surroundings. The only other species in Minecraft that bears a resemblance would be the zombies, and this theory suggests that Steve is the last of his kind after a massive plague wiped out his people. Here's where it gets insane though. They think the reason why Steve flees deep underground with the Ender Dragon's egg was to jumpstart the human race using his own DNA. However, the Endermen have been using their power to create an infinite amount of worlds, each with their own Steve clone. So many Steves. Why do we need more than one Steve? Each world is based upon the original Steve's world at the time that he conquered the Ender Dragon just 8 years before he went underground. Now each of these Steve clones have 8 years to redirect their world to a path of progress versus destruction. In at number 9, Jungle Temple Zombie Pigs. This insane Minecraft theory comes to us from the user PromC. It delves into the lore of the jungle temples and zombie pigmen. The theory analyzes the purpose of these abandoned jungle temples and suggests that during a zombie apocalypse that affected the pigmen and the villagers, they sought asylum in these temples to fight off any attackers attempting to wipe them out. As supplies dwindled in the temples, the zombies slowly began to overrun the area, forcing the remaining few to flee through portals until the plague was over and their world had recovered. In at number 8, Robot Steve. Due to the way that Steve looks, the majority of players rightfully assume that he's human, a sort of proxy to represent the player controlling him in the world of Minecraft. A user on Reddit by the name of Nameless88, on the other hand, doesn't buy it just one bit. Nameless88 thinks that Steve is actually a robot. Sure, he's capable of some pretty non-human things, which include running at ridiculous speeds, breaking down trees with his hands. Oh, wait, maybe he is a robot. Let's explore that. He can jump 13 feet high, fall from any height, and land with almost no damage if there's some water blocks underneath him. He's an expert blacksmith, a master painter, can sew and dye leather armor, and even turn diamonds into weapons. Oh, and let's not forget that he eats an entire rotisserie chicken in just a few bites. This theory may sound insane, but I'm about it. In at number 7, Zombies or Magic Creatures. User PromC didn't just stop there with his jungle temple theories. Here's another one courtesy of this Minecraft fanatic. It's an insane theory, but one that has a bit of rationale to it at least. PromC theorizes that the zombies you encounter in the game aren't actually zombies, but some sort of magic-based creature. What if they are actually enemies raised from the dead, sent to face off with Steve, but the whole Dead Rising thing is more meant to fool us into thinking that they were once just like us? Sort of a psychological tactic to lower our guard. Although I don't know anyone that would show sympathy for a creature that wants to eat your flesh. The evidence for this theory is that we never actually see any of the humans dying and then coming back to life. Also, unlike the villager zombies, these ones cannot be cured. In at number 6, Villager Intelligence. Just when you think he got out of the insane Minecraft theory game, PromC is back with another revelation for us. Most people assume that because the villagers look different and we can't really communicate with them, that they must be some sort of unintelligent race of humans. PromC, on the other hand, believes there is much more that meets the eye. No Transformers in Disguise jokes in the chat, please. Our perspective of their intelligence is a byproduct of players comparing them to, well, themselves. But if you look at how we trade with them, you'll start to think there's more to them. I was about to do the Transformers thing again. We buy these enchanted items from them, which means at a base level they at least understand magic, which is impressive to everyone except magicians and Doctor Strange. The villagers are actually very smart, just in their own ways. They can craft a number of things that Steve can't even craft. And at number 5, time travel. This fan theory has been featured in many YouTube videos about this topic and has garnered a significant amount of attention on Reddit. It's titled The Plot of Minecraft and was written by user Bloom and Juge. They believe that Steve is actually a time traveler. It's based around the theory that at one point there was this huge nuclear / zombie apocalypse that left the world of Minecraft void of any intelligent life. The empty world of Minecraft is actually Earth in the future. With the introduction of other dimensions in the game, such as discovering the Nether, it's quite possible that Steve either escaped the desolate direction of the past events and has arrived in the future to rebuild his former world, along with the task of wiping out all that evil that inherited it. That's a hard word to say back to back. Inherited it. Inherited it. It's like one word. And at number 4, Soul Sand. We're not exactly sure who first dropped this insane Soul Sand lore, but without a doubt it's a little more than insane, which is why it made this list. While in the Nether, you will inevitably be caught off guard by these odd blocks of sand that have little faces of screaming ghosts on them, kinda like General Zod getting locked up in ice. Some will say it's quicksand, but others suggest that the Nether is actually hell and the soul sand blocks are waiting for their next victim. It's theorized that if you stand on them for too long, the sand will steal your soul as you slowly sink into the block. In at number 3, Revenge for Mankind. There are several clues throughout the game that suggest the Endermen had invaded the world of Minecraft in search of resources, and after a battle of epic proportions, mankind had been listed in the extinct species category. User parasites suggest that humans had created these end portals for which Endermen had traveled through to expand the end. After the humans had destroyed these portals, it was already too late. The world was now filled with zombies and skeletons, and now that Steve is the sole survivor and quite possibly the creator of the strongholds, he seeks out the Ender Dragon to avenge the fallen. It's a cool theory that sounds like a great plot for a Netflix original. I'd watch that. In at number 2, Disc 11 and 13. An interesting theory to the world of Minecraft are these discs that play music. Back in the day, I believe we called them CDs. Perhaps the developers were trying to spark some nostalgia for its older players, but even if that's not the case, there's something creepy specifically regarding discs 11 and 13. When players found these discs, which are usually pretty well hidden, they played this very eerie sound that prompted many to investigate. User Lego551 found that a Minecraft wiki contributor had run the Disc 11 through a spectrogram, which resulted in some strange formations. Most people will pick out the numbers in that photo, but if you look closely, you can actually make out a face. In the recording, you can actually hear a familiar sound of Enderman teleporting before it finally goes to static. Could the face be an imprint of Steve or a human like Steve letting the Enderman through the portal? Guess we'll never know. Last but not least, in our number 1 spot, The End is the End. This one had to go in our number 1 spot because not only is it the end of this video, but it's an insane theory about the ending of the game as well. User Bookworm17 believes that the portals we use in the game aren't transporting us to different dimensions along the same kind of timelines, but instead they're actually doorways through time. The very landscape of the Nether could be easily confused for a sort of hell-like location, but Bookworm thinks it's the beginning, a primordial time where life was just getting started, which means when you arrive at the end, it's actually the end of it all. Chronologically speaking, that is. The theory suggests that the landscape of these broken floating platforms with dragons and Endermen is the true end of days for the Minecraft world. It's a depressing theory, sure, because it means that everything you did throughout the game has no impact whatsoever on what was without a doubt going to be the end anyways. We don't want to believe that though, and that's why it's our number 1 insane Minecraft theory, because I don't want it to be real. It can't be real. And that has been the top 10 insane Minecraft theories part 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on this list. From Top 10 Gaming, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.